Nothing like waking up in the morning. And we've played with this idea with a friend of mine over the years that what does van life yoga look like? And so this morning I felt that our practice could be from this, as not all of us have a beautiful studio to practice in, but the beautiful studio is here, as in our bodies. So let's get started. You can also do this on your bed. You don't have to be in a van. So let's come to a comfortable seat. Feet underneath our bottoms, and make sure that your heels, oh, hello little sticker, it's a traffic light. Make sure your heels are together and ensure that the heels are pressing into the buttocks. So just where the pelvis is, you can feel that there is the bone there, and just start to massage the heels into the bone and the muscle there, releasing any tension of the fascia. This actually increases our digestion, and so this is why the Japanese sit like this while they're having food. Yet in the morning, to really get our stomach moving and our digestion going, if we haven't done our morning stool between the hours of 5 and 7 a.m., then it is important to start to massage in there and just to soften that fascia to really allow the digestion to keep going. So once you've found that position, just start to rock forwards and backwards with your pelvis lifting up through the collarbone. As you lift up through the collarbone, you can actually feel how the chest and spine begins to elongate. I'm starting to lose a little bit of space in the van as my spine is strengthening. So I'll bring my hands a little forward. And in fact, I'll come up onto all fours. And I invite you to come into all fours, also making sure that your knees are hip width apart. Your hands are shoulder width apart. And for this exercise, we're actually going to turn the hands to the side. So the thumbs are facing upwards. And this is going to open the chest a little bit more. Gently drop your belly down, like as if you're a horse, turning your tailbone and head up to the sky, really opening up your Adam's apple, your throat, really allowing that front line to open. You can close your eyes or even look back into your head. As you look back into your head, this stretches the fascia of the eyes. As you exhale, pull the belly to the spine, pull the crown of the head and the tailbone together like you're really trying to squeeze and create a perfect circle. As you inhale, slowly moving down, dropping the belly, opening the chest. Now turning the hands towards you, so your fingertips are facing towards you. This is going to really open the chest, allowing those collarbones to open, the shoulder blades to draw together. So if you've been sleeping like a little muffin all night, then you really want to open that chest up. So turning the hands around. If it feels a little tender, you can paw the bed, and because it's nice and soft, it can be really beautiful to really stretch and open up these lines. There's lots of meridians that open up from the hands in all of our fingers. And this is going to really awaken the body. If you need to get any cracks or creaks out, just move the hands, being as fluid as you can with the movement. Turn the backs of the hands onto the bed and start to make little circles with your bottom as you're doing this. Really sticking the tailbone out like you're trying to draw a perfect circle with your tailbone. I like to imagine that it's like a feather pen. And as I'm doing this, then I'm trying to be the perfect spirograph. If you weren't born in the 80s, go check that one out on whatever search engine, or go and ask your parents. Or if you're of that age, then just remember. Yeah, anyway. So drawing that circle. change directions and just be as loose as you want. If you feel like the tops of your hands are a little tender, then come back over onto the palms of the hands, or if your wrists are a little tender from that, making fists. So we're just making little circles. You can make smaller circles, making little arcs, perhaps even rolling into your shoulders, stretching up, being a little bit more organic with the movement as the body begins to wake up and you notice where it needs that little bit of extra of breath and stretch, because we want to really get into that animal nature of ourselves. Stretch your arms out nice and long, lengthening from your sitting bones, which are pressing back into your heels. If you're not really feeling that, by all means, bring your little assisting hands and stretch the lower back, pressing the forehead into the mattress. You can rock the forehead side to side, pressing the brow into the bed. This is opening up the back of the neck, the back line of fascia, which will enable the body to come together in the amazing unit that it is. All right, enough Power Ranger talk, Natty. So now we've done that little stretch, we'll come and lay down onto our bellies, coming into a nice forearm position. Forearm position being at a nice 90-degree angle. 90 degrees is a right angle, everybody. Yes. And as we place the hands shoulder width apart, we're lifting up through the belly. So we really want to open the front line, opening up that kidney line, opening up the water channels to allow any stuck emotions to come through, allow any not necessarily just our emotions, but things that we pick up or hold on from other people. So we really want to open that up, roll the shoulders back a couple of times. My feet are hip width apart. The tops of my feet are pressing into the bed to ensure that my lower back is not getting stressed out. If your lower back is getting a little pressured, gently press the pelvic bone into the mattress, and it will bring in that releasing sensation. Notice that if there's any pain, there's a difference between stretching sensation and pain. Learning to know the difference is one of the greatest things that you can do for yourself. And if you need some extra assistance with that, always send me an email, drop me a message, and we can talk about that a little further. If you're in the vicinity, I can give you some body work. But anyway, back to this. So opening the shoulders, lifting up, then pressing into the elbows, the forearms, curving into the spine, lifting up through the belly. So it's a similar movement that we were doing on all fours, but this time we're laying down. So it's not, we've got more space here in the van. If we're limited for roof space, if you're in one of those little sleeping cabins in Japan, I don't know where you are, but it doesn't matter. Opening the chest. Not for this exercise anyway. And as we've moved through that a couple of times, you can start to roll into the shoulders, maybe even come up onto the fingertips and rolling up into the shoulders, looking around, feeling into the shoulders, opening up the chest. And as we move into the dancing cobra, we really invite that spine to move like the snake that it is. Remember, there's many little animals living inside of our bodies. If we drop the Western colonized mind and come back into that indigenous, animalistic ways that we all may return to when we come back into our true whole souls. Press into your hands, pressing yourself back, bringing the toes together, the knees as wide as you possibly can. Stretch the arms forward and sit back into the sitting bones, lengthening out through the chest. Bring the arms a little wide, and perhaps you might start to like to move the hands, walking them one by one sideways, starting to draw that rainbow in the sky. If you like, you can bring your left hand over the right and really draw the left sitting bone back towards the heel. It will start to open up this beautiful line of the heart, opening up along here, allowing that fresh blood to throw into our heart, allowing our mind to relax and us to truly come from that heart space. Pressing the forehead into the mattress, you can feel how the wings and the shoulder blades draw together, lengthening out as long as you can. Taking a few breaths here, really using your breath to allow you to open the body, removing any stagnation from the rest, the that may be stuck, squeezing those spider webs of fascia together. On your next inhale, sliding the hands over to the other side. Once again, you can stack one hand and your pillow on top of the other, opening up this sideline, wiggling back into that right sitting bone, opening up the chest, the side waist, and opening up that nice lung point on the side. Heart meridian open as I stretch from my pinky finger to my sitting bone. Breathing in through the belly, really feeling the back body opening as well as the front body as you fully breathe into that deep belly breath. The anus is also breathing here, really allowing the pelvic floor, the belly, the whole bellow, the bagpipe of the body to really expand and contract as you breathe. I like to imagine I'm a pufferfish, but you can take your pick. Coming back through to center, coming into all fours, and then bringing the legs through. Stretch your legs out nice and long, stretching the left leg out. Bring the right heel into the hip, into the sitting bone. So you want to have a nice straight, this is your maths class, a nice right angle. If you're finding that you are having trouble sitting down, you may like to grab one of your pillows and just prop it up. This will give just a nice little angle to help you find that length in your spine. If your lower back's a little tender, which mine happens to be this morning, then that gentle lift can be that change from being in a space of pain to being in a relaxing space to open the body. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, hinge from the hips and begin to fold forward. This might take time, so bringing the hands to support you. Inhale, lift up through the collarbones, shoulder blades draw together. Exhale, fold down forward. Each inhale, you might like to come a little out, and each exhale coming a little forward, creating a wave-like sensation. Visualize that wave as it ripples through each vertebrae of your spine, allowing you to feel that true serpentine movement, that wave like the ocean that you are, into the body, allowing that watery sensation, the bladder, the kidneys to open. Making time here to really allow the body to gently release and open. As you allow that gentle opening to happen, you can invite your new intentions for the day into that space that you're creating. Opening up the chest, exhale, come down and just rest. Deep breaths here. I'm releasing some of the tension in my ankle by making rotations. This will increase the stretch tenfold, so take your journey. Coming back up to seated, come over into the other side. Once again, sitting up nice and tall, really tilting the pelvis forward. You want to have the, what do I call them? They're like in a car. What are the front lights called? Are they just called front lights? Anyway, you want those hip bones to be facing forward, sitting up, stretching nice and long, fingers out and finding that ripple. You may find that even just up here is where you're at, and as you slowly ripple through the wave-like motions of your spine, you tend to find that flexibility through that slowing down, so strengthening. Everyone can move fast, but strength is in the slowness. Remember to have a gentle posture of the knee. Locking joints stops energy. Taking a few breaths, inviting more fresh oxygen in as you breathe. Once you find that you're at your reach for the morning, and taking a few moments here just to settle into the full expression of your posture this morning. And remember, that might be here. Rome wasn't built in a day. You gently come up with your next inhale, allowing yourself to have a little bit of extra strength when you move in time with your breath. The inhale being the uplifting, the exhale being the letting go. And we've come into a little bit of another stretch for the morning. We want to open up our stomach line. So we'll come into that left leg back, the right leg forward, sitting up nice and tall, and then slowly bringing your hands behind you, rolling the shoulders, keeping that nice square chest as you bend into the elbows, taking your time, sliding the hands forward, lifting up. And if this isn't available to your leg, you can come out to the side. The goal is to open the leg up, but this might take times, even lifetimes, to achieve. So move into what works for you. Opening up through the chest, dropping the head back, opening the chest and the heart. If it's available to you without any stress in the body, then you may like to lay down. Even bringing the arms up overhead will increase this stretch tenfold. So do what is available to you. The great words from Roots: I'm worthy, I am welcome, and I am effing wild. Yes. Reminders always there. Bringing your arms back by your sides, press into your hands, scratch the new mozzie bite that you received, and then come into the other side. Sit up nice and tall, and then gently make your way back down into the other side. Remember, you want to square the hips, lifting up through the pelvis, pressing into this extended leg, rolling the shoulders. Your whole body's engaged. You really want to make sure that you are inviting fresh, vital chi energy into the body as you're setting your intention with your breath. Inhale. Exhaling, releasing any stress, memories that are preventing you from being your truly amazing whole self. Oh, listening to the birds. Next breath in brings the hands by the sides, pressing into your elbows, into the hands, lifting yourself up. Then we take a little bit of a rock the baby and we get our arms ready. So the goal is to bring the foot to the elbow. If that's unavailable to you, simply scoop the hands under and just start to rock the leg in whatever way works for you. I will take the baby fully, interlacing the hands, lifting up through my chest. I really want to get that nice pressure as I push the foot out. The arm draws in, and this will open up that sticky spot that tends to get into the glute, especially if you've been sitting a lot, driving. Go away, mosquito. Then it can really open this up for you. Rock the baby, kiss the baby. Really extending through that 100 meeting point at the crown of the head, starting to get that verticality of your spine, allowing you to be in the world of this beautiful heaven on earth. Coming into the other side, once again, taking whatever journey is available to you. And if it takes increments, take those steps. Nothing worse than forcing power. If we invite strength into the body, we enable courage and bravery to be the cornerstones of the heroic beings that we all may be. Coming down, taking a little moment just to cross our legs if this is available to us. If not, remember, you've got so many pillows on your bed. Well, at least if you're sleeping comfortably, you will. And bringing them under the knees, and we're just taking a little gentle twist. Before I twist, I always lengthen up through my spine. Why it's important to lengthen before we squeeze? Think about a towel. Anyway, work out your analogy for yourself. Point is we always lengthen before we twist. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Bringing the hand to the knee, back of the hand to the sacrum to support the spine. You can also then really roll the shoulder back. Looking over your shoulder, lengthening through that 100 meeting point at the crown of the head. Invite space. Coming over into the other side. Great. Now we're ready for a meditation. So I invite you to come into a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. Lengthen into your spine, relax the shoulders, lifting up through the hooks of the collarbone, lifting up towards the clouds. Relax the hands, palms facing down as grounding, inviting more vitality into the body, palms facing up. Needing to be nourished and nurtured, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Hands in the lap, one over the other. Brings union to both the masculine and the feminine energy that lays within both of us. All of us? All of us. Just noticing your breath as you scan with your inner eye in the body. You may like to notice where your breath comes in at the nostrils, moving up into the sinuses. Like the rivers of the land, the breath meanders into all of the channels of the sinus, across the face, down through the body, the throat. The exhale naturally releases, and the inhale then invites More of that terrain to be explored as you inhale, not just the nose, the sinuses, but now the deltoring pathways of the lungs, the chest, the heart open. And the exhale naturally releases. Each breath slowly moving further down into the body, into the organs, into the very long meandering pathway of the digestive system, of the guts, the intestines, of the sex organs, of the limbs. The noticing of your breath, may also engage internal visuals of the colors, the rainbow of colors that moves in your human being body. Notice the space within your body. Notice the vitality in your body. Equally, notice if there is any darkness, stagnation, and invite that bright, intentional energy into there. Remembering that your body is a colony of many parts and pieces working together as we are all connected. I invite you to sit here for as long as you like to notice this more. Yet I will be leaving you. You're also welcome and always welcome to connect through the channels in the world of technology. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.